So as you hopefully saw in the intro, I've been working on some fire starter blocks you can carry with you that you don't need any other source of ignition to get going if you need to start a fire. Something that can burn if it's wet, burn for a long time, get some wet material going. And this is what I came up with. This is the prototype. So basically, the main part is a wax and sawdust mixture. So I'm sure you've seen a bunch of those before. But mine is a pull string. So you just yank on this. I have an igniter in here. It burns through, lights the fuse. Then it lights the Vaseline soaked cotton, which ignites little bits of cardboard, and then the wax and the sawdust. And not sure yet how long this will burn. I'm sure either we'll try this one or one of the other two I'm going to make tonight. See how long they last. Yeah, it should be pretty waterproof. If you've got dunked in water, still yank it, it'll burn. Get your fire going. So, here we go. Let's get started on a couple others. I have a couple boxes, 2 different sizes. Let's get into it. Okay, so these are just little cardboard jewelry boxes I got on Amazon. Little foam pieces in it. Get rid of those. Everything else is just cardboard, which can burn up. Help fuel your fire. I'll put a link to these in the description. So we have 2 sizes, and they are 3.5 by 2 5/8 by 4 1/4 by 3. And the ignition source are going to be these little ignition cups. So there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Invention Incarnate. Fantastic channel. I will link his channel below. He actually sells these kits. So if you want to do like pull string igniters for something like this, or he does a lot of videos about DIY smoke devices, pretty much he will send you everything you need to make at least 50 of these, or 50 of them, and have some leftover material. It's kind of like, I guess you'd call it almost like a deconstructed match. So what would normally be the match head is this material in here, and then you have your red phosphorus mix on the string here. So when you pull it through, it agitates together and ignites. And then what I'm going to do is have that ignite the front end of this waterproof match, which will then in turn ignite the green viscous fuse. Like I said, I'll link his channel below. He has a great tutorial on how to build these, which I'm not going to go through the whole process of this part, just because he does probably a much better job of explaining it all. Okay, so there's our 2 igniters. So what I need to do is figure about where this is going to come through this corner. Mark it close. I'm going to punch a hole in this, and then we're going to put a little metal grommet in it just to make the pulling a little bit easier. And then I'll glue this down. And then we're going to cover it with thicker cardboard just so all this is, this tube, the cardboard that you're going to see going over top of it, this is more to keep the initial flames from flaring up while you're holding it before you put it into your kindling or your fire bundle. Put that in like so. With the little hole or the little grommet tool. There we go. Okay, so let's get these in. Put that right in the grommet, and then I'm going to just put some super glue, some CA glue here. Hit it with the activator, and it should be good. Plenty in there, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Solid. Okay, so I got a couple pieces of cardboard cut, just a couple of angles, and we'll set them in. Glue them in like that, just like I said, to keep the initial flames and sparks from flying out while you're still holding it until it burns all the way down and gets into the wax, which that should take, I'd say 4 or 5 seconds maybe. But so I usually use like a kind of a double boiler method. Keep the direct heat off the wax. I can let it melt in the plastic. Just let the hot water do the work. It'll take a little while, and then we'll mix it in the sawdust. I'm adding the extra cardboard just to give a little extra initial burn material. Alright. Let that cool off a little bit more. Then we'll pull those dowel rods out. Kind of route this viscous fuse through that. And then we'll do the cotton balls and Vaseline. So we kind of want to form this fuse and try to get it to set down in this channel. It'll wrap around and back through the other channel. Just want to get that in there and just mush it all in. Really get it down those fibers. I'm going to kind of layer it right over top of the fuse. That fuse is really heavy spark. So that should really get that going. I'll try to spread it out a little bit into those channels. Not the prettiest thing, but I think it'll work really well. Okay, so now we need the pull rings. So the string you get in the kit by Invention Incarnate is really strong. So just lay that in there. Top will go on. And there's our fire kit. Okay, here's the first test of the Hojangle pull string fire starters. So there's two sizes. I think we're just going to do the small one because we have pretty dry wood. Open it up, pull out the pull tab. You can see in the build video everything's in here, so I'm going to leave the top off for this test. That's why I have gloves on. I'm going to pull the igniter, set it in there, we'll let it get burning, and then we'll put the wood on top of it. Okay, so that was a failure. I think what happened was the Vaseline soaked cotton just kind of, I guess not really snuffed out the fuse, but kept it from sparking and burning enough to ignite the cotton. So I have my first one, my kind of prototype here. I'm going to make some changes to and do some testing. So what I'm going to do is pull this cotton away to expose the fuse more. And then along the fuse, I'm going to put the heads, or at least the head and body of these stormproof matches in line with it. So once these ignite, it should start everything. So let me do that, figure out how I'm going to get these in here, and then I'll bring you back to show you, and then maybe we'll do a quick test before I try to make some version 2. Okay, so there we go. Just kind of set them in there for now. If this works, when I redo these will kind of be embedded into the wax with the head sticking up along beside the fuse. So I think we should take this outside and give it another try. Okay, so now that I know that works much better, it's time to make a couple more of the pull string igniters, get them glued into the boxes, and then we can make the wax mixture. So you've already seen how to do that. Again, link down below is a link to Invention Incarnate's video on making these igniters. Highly recommend all of his stuff. So anyway, let's do that now. Here they are, version 2. I think I'm going to try it without the cotton. So I'm not sure it's going to be needed. Basically, you just set the ring inside, top on. Version 2. Ready to test. I have a timer here, so you can test to see how long it burns. And let's get going. Should ignite just like the other ones. Definitely off to a better start. Let's get the timer going. Okay, so around 23 minutes continuous burn time with the smaller one. Now the larger one by volume is around 50% or more larger. So I'm thinking we can expect probably 30, 35 minutes, possibly even more out of this one. So if you can't get your fire started in 23 or 35 minutes, so there you go. Those are my pull string fire starters. So if you want to make the ignition system for these, check out Invention Incarnate, link below. Great channel, great kit you can buy to make those, and you can follow along with this video and kind of make it your own. Do your own thing, do some experiments, see what works better. I'd love to know. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.